Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've not really been consistent with this thing. I'm trying and I'm praying I'll be able to stay consistent. So if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for watching. If you're new here, please don't leave without subscribing. And if you've been coming and you're not subscribing, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe. So guys, today I just want to talk about how to get student accommodation in the UK. So basically, the first thing you need to do is be searching in the right places. So I recommend Zoopla, Rightmove, and Spare Room. Those are the three places that I always search for accommodation, and I actually got my current accommodation from Spare Room. So basically, the first thing you need to do, like after obviously searching in the right place, you need to reduce the number of miles. Basically choose a location that you'll be searching from, like maybe like a radius. Put your school postcode there, and then you can set it 1 mile, half mile, quarter mile, even up to 50 miles away. But if you really want to stay close to school, I think about a mile away, the radius of a mile is okay, because you can actually walk a mile in 15 to 20 minutes depending on maybe your pace and all that. For singles, or maybe for people with just their partners, maybe just a husband or a wife, you could search for bill inclusive houses, because trust me, you don't want to add sorting out your bills to the list of problems you have as a student in the UK. So bill inclusive houses, you just pay your rent and everything is done at on a particular day on every month. You just pay your rent and it comes with your electricity, your water, your internet, everything. So that's what a bill inclusive house is. And also, if you can afford it, get an ensuite apartment, because staying in a shared apartment has its own perks, it has its own disadvantage, because then you have to maybe share the kitchen, share the lounge. So you don't want to add sharing of toilets to that. But if you can't afford it, because ensuite rooms are usually more expensive than normal, the ones where you share toilets and bathroom. Like my room, for instance, is actually an ensuite. I'm paying £575 in a month, but I know as a student you can get houses for 350, 400, but those ones would you actually have to share toilet and bathroom with people. So basically, if your house is bill inclusive, you need to ask your landlord what the exact bills are. Yeah, you need to do that, because sometimes they can just tell you bill inclusive and then it's only internet and water. You might still have to pay for light. So you just need to be sure. Always ask questions. When you get your contract, read your contract head to toe. Don't miss out anything, because everything is contract, that kind of thing. Is it what's in the contract, stuff like that. So just basically read your contract. And for families, if you're coming here with your wife or husband and your children, you really can't stay in a shared apartment. You have to maybe get a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom, depending on how many children you have. And when you're doing that, you need to check for what tax band that area is in, because in as much as one person is a student, the other partner would have to pay for council tax. And council tax, it has different prices depending on the tax band. If you're in tax band A, tax band B, you're paying different prices. So you need to know what the tax band of that area is if you're coming with your family. Guys, before I go ahead, please remember to subscribe. So there's something called tenancy. When you're renting a house, you see 3 months tenancy, 6 months, 12 months minimum tenancy. So it means if you sign your contract, that's the minimum duration that you can stay in the house before wanting to move out. So most times, because you pay rent monthly in the UK, most landlords do that so that people don't just hop in and out of their houses. So at least they know that they are getting something for a specified duration. So it's not so easy to get a 3 months tenancy, but if you can get a 3 months tenancy, you're actually lucky. So in case you don't like the house, you can live in 3 months, but it doesn't mean that you must live in 3 months. After 3 months, you could actually just continue paying, or maybe renew the tenancy or something like that. So for my house, it's a 6 months tenancy, so I have to be here till I think January next year. So but I read somewhere that you can actually leave before your tenancy expires. You just need to maybe give the landlord notice, and you can do this if maybe the landlord is not keeping to his end of the bargain, or the house is not what the landlord says the house would be, just stuff like that. So these are the things that could make you actually leave earlier than possible. Also, you need to find out about the maximum occupancy. For shared apartments, you could actually stay there with just your husband or your wife, but then you need to be sure that the landlord allows more than one person, like multiple occupancy. That's what it's called. Because when I was house hunting, I actually saw some studio apartments and they said just single occupancy only. I saw like 1 bedroom flat and I'm like, why would you be saying a 1 bedroom flat should be single occupancy only? But every landlord with his own rules and regulation, and they will tell you it depends on council. They just come up with like a lot of stories when they don't want like so many people in their houses. But some shared apartments, you could actually like have your partner there with you, maybe your husband or your wife. It just all depends. You just need to always ask that question when you're renting the house. There is something called a security deposit. This is like, I don't know, I think, I can't remember what they call it in Nigeria, but it's actually like that money that you pay your landlord, so that if you spoil anything in the house or something like that, when you're leaving the house, they just calculate it and deduct it from it. So this money is actually held in deposits protection service, something like that, DPS. I just know it's DPS, but I don't know what the full meaning is. It's usually equivalent to the cost of 1 month rent or 5 or 6 weeks rent. It depends on the kind of house and it depends on your landlord. So for instance, if you're paying your rent monthly, the first month you're moving in, you have to pay your rent and then the security deposit. Like literally every house or every landlord in the UK collects this security deposit. So on the first month you're moving in, you're paying like 2 months worth of rent or 2.5 months worth of rent, something like that. But it's only 1 month rent account, because the other money goes to like the deposit protection scheme or service where they hold it down. Then when you're leaving, if you don't spoil anything, they'll give you back your money. So it's security deposits. You need to find out if the accommodation is actually fully furnished or part furnished. Some accommodations could come with like the whole kitchen, cupboard, everything that's like fully furnished, microwave, dishwasher, not dishwasher, washing machine, everything, you understand? While some could actually come with like chairs, tables, bed, foam and all that. But then some apartments would not come with maybe foam. It could come with maybe bed frame, kitchen cabinet and stuff. So you just need to find out, so you don't think you're moving into a furnished apartment. Well, you will actually view it, but before you waste your transport and go for the viewing, you need to like ask all these questions. Then another important question you need to ask is, does the apartment have a washing machine? Because I don't think anybody in the UK washes with their hands. Like, I don't know, I've not been to everybody's house, but that's just what I think you get, because it's like washing machine in like almost every apartment that I view. So you need to actually ask this question, because there are some places like in my area, there are no lines, there are no ropes, so you can't actually say, okay, I'll just get a bucket and wash my hands and go and spread it. You cannot do that, because if you wash your clothes, it will just be dripping maybe in your bathroom, making the whole place smell. So basically, a washing machine is just the solution. So either you have a washing machine in your house, or maybe you go to like a laundry service. Like there are some like places that they just have washing machines, and then you just go there and you pay to wash your clothes, stuff like that. But trust me, you don't want to be paying like £500 for rent, £600 for rent, and then you're still going to pay somewhere to wash your clothes. It makes absolutely no sense. Like, I almost rented a house that didn't have a washing machine. Like I watched the video like 3 times and I was like, come wait, I did not see a washing machine. And then I asked the landlord and he was like, oh, there's a laundry service just across the road. And I said, who's going to pay for that? And he was like, me. So I was like, wait, so you mean I'm going to pay like £600 for a studio? Like, this was not even a studio apartment. Like, this was like maybe a boys quarter, like that kind of thing in Nigeria, and then just had like one tiny place for kitchen cabinet and gas, then one very small bathroom, you understand? And I was going to pay £600 for that, and it didn't have a washing machine. Hey god, I just told the landlord, okay, no problem, I will get back to you, and I never got back to him. So guys, you need to make sure that your apartment has a washing machine. Don't go and pay so much and then in the end you're not paying again to no, it makes no sense. So ask this question. Some apartments come with dishwasher. Like the current apartment I got, when I do the room tour, the house tour, you guys are going to see it. It has a dishwasher. This is actually the only apartment I have seen when searching for like houses that actually had a dishwasher, and we also have a dryer. Like, the apartment is just like a full package. So guys, like I stated earlier, I recommend Zoopla, Rightmove, Student, Spare Room. There are a lot of other websites that I'm going to put in the description where you can also search for accommodations, but my best is Spare Room. I actually got my accommodation from Spare Room, because Spare Room is like, I don't know, they have like a very broad filter options. Like, you can actually search for houses that allow multiple occupancies. You can search for houses that have like double bedrooms, like bigger sizes of bedroom. Then maybe just stuff like that. So I just actually prefer spare room because you can actually filter a lot, and you need to be very careful, guys, because you can easily be defrauded. Don't pay money to anybody you have never met. Always go and see the apartment, and I don't know, just make sure that it's legit. Like, let your Nigerian instinct just come with all your African instinct or whatever country instinct, wherever you're watching from. So just don't get defrauded. But then I think on Zoopla and Rightmove, most of the agents there are like verified agents, because on spare rooms I could just go on spare room and maybe put up my room if I want somebody to come and take my room. So just anybody is on spare room, so you just have to be really, really careful. And then lastly, I think the last thing is a guarantor, especially if you're renting like a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. Most of the agents or landlords will actually want you to provide a guarantor, and most of the time they'll say your guarantor should be earning £50,000 yearly, which makes no sense, because I think like only doctors or like really, really big managers and stuff earn that amount of money. Or they will say the person should have a house in the UK, or if you're lucky, they'll say your guarantor should be earning at least £25,000 in a year. So basically, you can, if you have a friend that already lives in the UK and works in the UK, the person can actually stand in as a guarantor for you. So guys, basically these are like the things you need to look out for when renting an apartment. You need to look out for, you need to know that you're checking on the right app. You need to filter it according to the location, the kind of house you want, the kind of room you want, if you want a shared apartment or not. You need to look out for if the apartment has a washing machine. You need to know what kind of bills come with the apartment, if it is bill inclusive. What else? You need to know that the apartment has a washing machine. I don't know if I already mentioned that in my listing, but it's like, you see, it's actually very, very important, like very important. And lastly, you need to know if you need a guarantor, and just basically get someone to stand in as a guarantor for you. And then you could check on Zoopla, Rightmove, or Spare Room. So that's all, guys. If you actually watched to this point, I don't know if this is going to be a long video, but please, guys, like, subscribe, share, and just subscribe, yeah. So if you have any questions, just put it in the comment section. I know so far I've been really, really responsive in questions. I try to answer as much people as I can. Some people even reach out to me on my private social media pages, and I respond to them. So let's all come to the UK. It's fun. It's exciting. Yeah, basically, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.